right, man. Peace. We're back at it again with the new edition, our 25th edition
25th edition.
of the Future
Wow.
Is Now
Number 25.
podcast. Woohoo! We want some
That's
pop some
crazy.
bottles. Pop some bottles, man. Let's get crunk. Woohoo! Anyways, I'm joking,
You crazy,
but I'm
D-Lo.
here. Hey, I'm just messing around. Hey, but on the D-Lo show on here, rapping the East, and over here as well as always, Tad,
Always.
the big time Vandermark,
Repping the
back in the
Midwest.
DeLorean again. Yeah, rapping the Midwest DeLorean. Yeah. So,
You back
you
here
know, we did think of
for another 2 hours to talk about, the DeLorean and Marty and the whole Back to the Future thing. And then later on, you know the deal. We're gonna talk about some sports cards, and then we'll get into some sports, like the dumb idea of LeBron going to
mm, your Knickerbockers.
no, going to Cleveland, or the dumber idea of Luca going to Boston for PG-13.
This ain't 2013. That didn't make no sense. That needs. I hope they was drunk trade proposing at that point because if that was a real trade.
That's even
Wow,
a dumber trade than the trade that got PG-13 to Boston.
I know, right? I got PG two freaking Boston.
But we'll get into all that later. Right now we're gonna talk about um some what if scenarios about Marty and Back to the Future 1, 2, or 3. So let's get it, D'Lo.
Well, I need to. Nah, fancy be alright. Alright, but let's go to top. The biggest one that stood out to me
Stood
on
out to
this
me.
thing. I think there's some people or roles that are meant for movies. And I was listening to a video. I forget it was, but a person said there's certain roles that are perfectly made for certain TV shows or movies. And he said in one of his examples, Martin McFly is a perfect example of things going together at the right mixture. You got the acting, and then you got the performance, then you had the characters, personalities, all that stuff. They said it was a perfect mix. Do you believe that same vision too? That was just the perfect timing where everything came along and conjoined. I
Yeah,
know
I mean for certain things, certain, what I'm saying, certain movies, like for instance, I'm saying, in the Back to the Future trilogy, the original dude they had, I don't think fit the role of Marty McFly. You know what I'm saying? I took one look at him and was like, what's this? What are they gonna do with this guy? And then as soon as I saw that they brought in Michael J. Fox, I'm like, all right, this is better. This is better. And then, you know, everything kind of gelled, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
like think about a wrestling movie, and think about, you know what I'm saying? Think about like No Holds Barred. Have you ever heard of that movie or seen it?
I've heard of it. It's on Tubi. I ain't check it out yet.
All right, it's a movie with it's one of Hogan's first movies. It's from 1989. It's old school. Basically,
Bro,
what you would have to do is show that movie um without Hulk Hogan and a different wrestler. Would it be the same or would it be different? All you have to do is think of any movie you want, damn near, and think about the biggest star in the movie or one of the biggest stars, and then switch out. You know what I'm saying? Switch out the biggest star with somebody else, and ask yourself if that movie will be the same with that person instead of the person that's that you're switching with. And 9 times out of 10, it probably won't be.
Uh, the first dude, he kind of look like he'd be perfect for 90210 or Tween Wolf or one of those, or Twilight, one of those teen heartthrob comedies or
I mean, that
dramas.
first guy looked kind of freaky, man. Like for real.
He'd be perfect for Teen Wolf.
I'm
He could
saying
be
I can't.
Teen Jacob or Teen whatever.
I can't even remember that dude's name. I know you do because we talked about it last week for a minute.
Yeah, but
I
yeah, I
mean,
like
like, you could tell that Michael J. Fox fit the Marty McFly gimmick. And the dude that played Biff, you could tell, he's the
yeah.
classic. Almost anybody could play a classic heel. I mean, look at me. I'm the modern day King Kong Bundy.
Hey, y'all
I
be
mean,
twins, man.
yeah. I mean, there's a reason why my guy in Georgia called me Mini Bundy.
Mini Bundy. I can see that. Mini Bundy.
You know, I mean, I could, I'm a good heel and I can work.
You're a work.
Everybody, everybody, everybody can play up to their own personality and do what they can, but some people can't do that. Like, um, when Johnny called you D'Lo Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't know how he said the over.
I don't know. He still cracks up about that when it gets brought up.
But although I did watch Pavey with D'Lo Brown, I think it was SummerSlam '98. So I was like, hey,
Well, you were a little bit darker than D'Lo Brown,
yeah. So I was like, hey,
a little bit.
a different fashion. See that head vibe. I got get chest protector.
Yeah,
I can do
I'm not
all.
sure you could do the head bob though.
Yeah, in that, my neck probably needing a neck brace at the end of that walk
For real,
down.
that head bob would mess you up, dude.
I was
But
feel
I'm
like
saying
you.
my whole point was that you know George the Crispin, I think that was Crispin.
Yep, Crispin
Crispin
Glover,
played, yeah. Crispin played the the
the
the
pops,
the
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 dad.
the good. You know what I'm saying? The good, but scaredy cat kind of. You know what I'm saying? Bully the guy that gets bullied. You know what I'm saying? By the
Yeah.
villain, and then you got the moms who's a drunk ass, and and then you got the kids. Marty's brother, who's a drunk, obviously, or who was what in the original 1985 he was.
I think he
Was
was
was he working in McDonald's in number one?
out. Who Mario
His
or
brother.
Pop? His brother.
No,
I thought
his
he just
brother.
got out.
I don't think so. I
I
can't
thought he was.
remember.
I thought he got out from.
Anyway, he worked somewhere, and then his sister was just there, and
That's just
then
it.
and then when he came back, because of what happened and the fact that his daddy did, hit Biff instead of hit Marty, you know, everything switched around, and they had the nice house, and they had, the nice clothes, and the brother told Marty he always wears a suit to the office, and you see how everything switched around because George never served to Biff in his life. He always played the chicken shit guy who got bullied all the time until he got the confidence to punch him in the mouth
Hmm.
from
They've
Marty.
been a nice teacher. Let's think about that.
Think
What
about
if
that.
they switch up the story about Calvin Klein? Some dude named Calvin Klein showed up and gave a little me a boost, a confidence. I was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, Calvin, seemed like a good guy. Yeah, seemed like a nice guy.
I'm sorry, I still can't get that part out my head when when after the after you go in the house and they take him upstairs and he wakes up and young Lorraine be taking
Ted Campbell's feature.
young Lorraine be taking care of him, and he wakes up. He starts waking up, and he says, "Mom," and she keeps calling him Calvin, and he asks, "Why you keep calling me Calvin?" And she's like, "It says it all over your underwear." And
Yeah.
she pulled off the cover that says, "See, it says it all over your underwear."
Yeah, I can't really used to think that if your name is on underwear, that means
I know,
that's your
right?
name.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That was your sense of identification back in the 50s. Yeah, no ID cards. Just if your
No,
name's on yours,
just your name, just your name on your drawers. Hi,
check his
Chloe.
backside, check
You
his
gotta pull down
backside,
his
and you'll
pants. You gotta
see.
pull his pants down and check his drawers.
Got pants in like the old days. Goodness gracious, I didn't
For
think that'd
real.
be the case.
That's how you gotta find out somebody's name. Pants, pants him.
Yep, pants him out. Yep, pants him out. I ain't gonna lie. Hear me out. If I was Marty and I ain't know what the hell's going on, I'd have gone like Diego because I ain't gonna lie, she was looking pretty decent in that angle. I was like, whoa. If Marty was not the way he was, he would have shot a shot at it. No cap.
Nah. In
And that
in
dude,
nah,
excuse
man.
me.
In a complete strange place where you don't know where the hell you at, and you just bugging out, and you think you dreaming or hallucinating. You ain't finna take anything. You trying to figure out where you are and how you got there.
It's like 1955. What the heck? I mean, yeah. Yeah, he was tripping out when you heard that. You heard that 1955, but not for real. I don't know. Wait, the way he was positioned, he seemed like he was not with it. But that dude from Glow, he was very with it, and that's why he was so inspired to make that version of
Version.
the incest. And actually, him going through with it, which would have been insane if he actually went through it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they wasn't fitting to have him go through it because they know that the space time continuum would have been broken for good back in the past, and not sure if they could fix it in either two or three.
I think the world would have started crumbling, exploding, and all that
It
natural
would have
disaster.
the world would have came to an end in number one, and then everything else would have changed in two and three. Talk about alternate 1985. You would have had alternates all over the place.
You'd
And
had
then
a
if you
whole
and then if you've seen the Flash, you couldn't time travel, or you couldn't go back in the past as fast as Flash did and change everything back.
I haven't heard the name. I haven't heard that superhero name in a minute. The Flash. But I always heard about him growing up. Over the last 2 years, I haven't heard of
I
Flash.
mean, it's on Netflix.
I
That's
know.
the best
Yeah,
iteration of it. I
yeah.
think. I never saw the movie because I heard it was whack, but I heard the best part of it was, or the best iteration of it was the 10 seasons on on Netflix.
Yeah, he used to have a TV show. It used to be on. I think it was on CW. I think.
It
Wait,
was.
that's yeah. That's what I was saying.
That's
Because
it.
CW always had the superhero
It
TV
was.
show.
It was like on Tuesday nights and whatnot.
Yep.
They
Yep.
had the Flash. They had Supergirl. They had um like two or
Batgirl.
three other shows. Batgirl, Wonder Woman.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't imagine Wonder Woman with a superhero series. Hmm. Can
Yeah, it
imagine.
wasn't that good. It
I
wasn't
was like,
that
I can't
good.
imagine that. I was like, probably I could see like a couple long length movies, maybe a couple specials to get some background, but a whole TV series, I want to inject that. I want to surprise that. But either way, the space containment would have been destroyed, and we would have had to have some major
I mean, you think
hell.
you think they had to go back and change everything when they had the alternate 1985? They would have had a whole lot to change if if what you said was true, if what you said happened in um in 1955.
Yeah, yeah, it'd have been a whole hot dog eating mess. Cause but it did. Him, Calvin Klein going back in the day did give George the cojones to stand up to him to Biff.
Yep.
So we can say
Yeah,
it benefit.
because 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 Calvin gave George the confidence to do it. So if Marty never went back in the past, then and all this never happened, and George would have never had the confidence to stand up to Biff at all.
So their origin story been a lot different because I
Yeah, I
don't think
mean it would have just kept going on like it was, like Biff be ordering George around and Biff be having him, George be his boss and do all his work for him and whatever.
it'd be worse because all him and his siblings would be fading away, disappearing. Cause
Fading away to obsolete.
fade away. They would have faded away. It would have been even worse because he was a part of it and saw and everything.
Well,
And
imagine if that happened and they did fade away and he didn't, and then he got back to the future and it was just him and his moms and his pops, and he didn't have no siblings because of what he did.
mm, I think he said it. Because knowing how Biff was, he probably try to get some kids in her, knowing how Biff is.
Yep.
He was obsessed with that girl, but in an abusive way. You can't be addictively abusive.
Nope.
Come on, but you gotta be wanted. If you gonna be on this shit, you gotta be addicted
I
to
mean,
her.
he was a
Don't be
he was a
abusive with it.
true he was a true dick to her. And I mean,
Yeah,
if he liked her, there's no reason to be an asshole. Absolutely no reason. And
yeah,
that's
he
what he
was
was
some
to
creepy
her,
stuff.
and that's what he was to her. In one and two.
Yeah, the dude was he pulled up the skirt like that. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Man, I was freaked out. Say, you'll be mine, Lorraine. I promise you. You'll be mine. What the heck?
Yeah.
I didn't need to see that, Jamie. I did not need to see that, Jamie Foxx. I definitely did not need to see that. Oh dear, it's still going on. But yeah,
So they
yeah,
turn
Bill
it off
Bill's
and
so
pay
crazy.
attention to the podcast. Then
No,
you
I
know.
just looked to the left because I just saw something come across my eye. I was like, what the hell is that? And I saw Fancy, and then it went to Jamie Foxx, and he's doing the D'Angelo music video where he's all shirtless and they showing his chest and I forget the song, but he's doing that. He was singing his famous song. How does it feel? What the
Yo, stop
hell?
singing.
That was a
Yo,
little weird.
stop singing.
How does it feel? It's like not for real. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, this is a song. But yeah, he had him doing some crazy stuff. Something for the ladies. You can enjoy that. And they can't forget about the gay fellas. Some fellas do like that. Oh yeah, yeah. But George, on Marty, the thing he did save it, or he had to. He had to do something extra. He probably had to stay past. What if he couldn't get him back together? Is what I was thinking. What if he couldn't get him back together? And Lorraine, would the fate be a little different? The
Well,
fate be
yeah,
a
it
little
would be
different.
different because if he couldn't get them back together, then all the kids would fade away to obsolete because they would have never had the kids. So then they would have never got together, and Marty and the brother and the sister would have faded away.
Imagine him rocking
And
out.
then and then
Yeah.
and then George wouldn't have stood up to Biff, and who knows what would have happened. Maybe you would have had the alternate 1985 without it being alternate.
Would have had a Biff takeover. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe the
The only,
alternate 1985 would have been for real.
yeah, the only good thing that Biff did for Lorraine is give her big titties. I don't know how he ain't try to get her right. Besides that, he ain't do nothing else. He didn't want to take care of her. He had mistresses all over the place. He was sloppy. He's like, I don't give a damn. I don't care. And then he set the kids away too. So he was a stepdaddy. I didn't think about this. He was a stepdaddy in the alternate universe in 1985 or 86.
And he
85.
didn't care. When she decided to leave because he punched Marty.
Mm. He Beth had
She
no
said
sense of what
she
he was
said
doing.
she said I'm leaving, and then he said fine, leave, but I won't just cut off you. I'll cut off your kids.
Mm-hmm. And that's made her
Hey,
stay. He threw that money out. He
yep.
said, and that she was like, no, I can't. And Mari like, what the heck, Ma? This ain't you. You would not be doing this cowering to Biff. But that's
Yep.
what ties call for desperate measures.
And then she was like, he's your father, da 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 da, and
Ew. I'm gonna stir up in my mouth.
Marty was tripping
I'm gonna stir up my mouth hearing that sentence. Ew.
for real.
That'd be such a
I almost
swerve.
threw up saying that shit.
Oh, God.
And then he
Almost.
went to the and then he went to the cemetery to look for his daddy's grave or tombstone.
And that son of a gun was killed by freaking Biff. How you think he did it? Push him push him off the ledge.
No, he shot him.
Shot. Oh, he do shoot like the shooting type.
He said, "Don't you remember when
Yeah.
Marty and Biff was on the roof of the big old
Of his building.
casino
On his building. He's like,
of the big old casino. He pulled out the gun and he said two McFlys with the same gun, and then McFly jumped and the time machine was right below him, but Biff didn't know that.
yeah, good thing from Doc's timing is on point.
Yeah, How did Marty know Doc was gonna be there? How did Doc know Doc was gonna be there?
How did that? He felt like he had an ultra instinct. Dang it! I feel like it didn't take so
Maybe he went ahead in the future and saw it. Who knows?
That is true. You could see that in the future.
He could
He
have
did
done
probably
that.
go. He probably did go ahead and say, "Hey, at 10, 12, freaking Marty is going to be in a almost attempted murder by Biff."
He's
And
gonna be
came
on
in.
top of it. He's gonna be on top of the casino, and Biff is gonna be like, either I'll shoot you or you can jump. So he's gonna jump. So I need to be underneath him so he could jump on top of the DeLorean.
There you go. And he got safe.
Yep.
Was good. Oh damn! Hit
And
my
then he
phone.
freaked because, they had to go back to 1955. So that's another thing. How did Grandpa Biff from 2015? That's another thing that I always had to question. Two things. Number one, how did Grandpa Biff know what time period to go back to in 1955? How did he know to go back to 1955? And number two, how the hell did Grandpa Biff know how to work the time machine?
I have a third one that I can add here.
Okay.
How did Grandpa Biff stay alive to talk to his old self?
What do you
Hmm.
mean?
Not like you say if you contact with your yourselves, the thing goes awry. Is it because he's older and he didn't know? I mean,
I mean, in what
is it?
part?
And the second one when he in the two, remember he went back in the past.
Yeah.
Well, the 2015 version went to 1955 to give him the almanac.
Yeah.
And they was talking, having a conversation, like, how you know all this stuff? He's like, just trust me. I know these things. And how was they able to have contact with each other? Even though, is it because they're not the same age, Biff? Is that why? Logic, movie logic. What's that?
I
What?
mean, father and son couldn't see one another, and I mean, mother and son saw one another. So, I mean,
No, what
Marty's
Biff was the
mother.
same. It was just the same, but he was just older. Is it does that? When Biff went to get the almanac to his younger self,
Yeah.
it doesn't affect him or didn't affect them at all.
No, it didn't affect it because Marty saw the younger version of his mother and his father to try and get them back together because he pushed his father out the way of the car when his father was supposed to hit his father George with the car, when her
Yeah,
father
they
was
was
supposed to
young.
hit George with the car instead of Marty.
Yeah, they was young though, but they was young in teenage versions. It wasn't like he
Exactly.
met. It wasn't like he met himself
So
when he was
so
a teen.
so yeah, but he met his son and he had or he couldn't. Yeah, that's kind of odd because he was
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
he was in his 20s and he couldn't see his son. So how could his older self talk to himself when he was in his 20s or a teenager? Yeah, you're right. That doesn't make any sense.
Same. Yeah,
I
like you
never I
just
never
said.
thought about that.
Yeah, same. And Marty, he wasn't able to talk to his son, his junior, even though they're the same age as well. I, I was just like, I was thinking like about this. I was thinking, how did Biff was able to have a whole
That's a
conversation
good
with his
question.
older self, with his younger self, when he went back to the past?
That's a good question.
Because you
And you
you would
know what?
think that he would vanish if he's
You
or
know what
somebody.
we should do? We should propose some of these questions to the audience if we ever get anybody, like we do on Roundtable with the trivia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Yeah.
see what the audience thinks. Even though we hardly get anybody.
Hmm. Couple views. A couple views in the six, but nothing
Nothing
too
too. You know,
tremendous.
but that's partly our fault because we don't share it like we should.
Yes.
We don't get subscribers like we should or whatever.
Mm.
Really, Spooky?
Oh dang. So it's
I'm
a
pretty.
cat affair. Dang, it's a
I'm pretty sure they don't want to see you on the screen, bro. For
this
real.
is a cat affair. We got your cat right there, and I'm like my cat right here. The heck. Hmm. Yeah, it's a cat affair.
You know,
Yeah.
bunch
Yeah.
of bunch of boy.
Uh, yeah, that one punch, man. But that was the one. That was the third one that always tripped me out. That was how was he able to talk to his past self when he was an old man? That one always that one always stuck in my back of my head. Just thinking
I
about
mean, that makes sense.
it.
Now you can get your ass out of my face. Thank you. I can put it on my
Yeah,
stomach.
Doc had to hand the ranch over or the 3/4 ranch over to Yo or 5/8, whatever you call it. He had to do it like that, and Marty he had to hide from his future son, and then Jennifer she saw her future self, and she fainted.
Ain't it?
Yeah, so the logic that was the one I was kind of lost on, but Biff he killed himself by giving an almanac up, so I guess it balanced out the realm. I guess.
I mean,
I
I guess that makes sense.
guess it balanced the realm. I guess. I guess, yeah. So it was a good thing. Jennifer, she kept that note that the older Marty got.
My God.
Telling you fired because of needles.
Yep.
Always make me giggle. How you get bullied by a man named Needles? Good job,
Good job,
O's.
O's.
Took the lead. Oh, dang, I didn't put her in the lineup. Oh, well, it'll be okay.
But
If Doc stayed retired in 1885, do you think there'll be a third one to? Hmm. Do you think his graveside would have been seen? Cause actually, I say if Doc died, well, Doc went back. If Marty never existed, I got a bad one. If Marty never existed, who would George? Who would not George? Who would Doc find as another person to help him?
I
Would
don't
he?
know. I mean, Marty was one of the main characters in the movie. So if Marty didn't exist, then George would just have to find somebody else, and they
You
would
think
have
he
to.
pay people? You think he
Huh?
pay people? You think he pays people, or he
No.
pay you in dog treats? I feel like he pay you in Einstein and dog
No,
food.
not, you're not gonna pay nobody not with Einstein's treats.
If he ain't got the funds for that, he probably will.
Don't nobody want no treats from Einstein.
You're right, because it's not Scooby snacks. That's right.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
Everybody will eat Scooby snacks, but don't nobody want some Einstein dog treats.
I
Really,
remember you said
dude?
I remember they used to have the Scooby Doo gummy fruit snacks, yo. I used to get those joints.
Yep.
Them joints is good, man.
Them fruit snacks were dope.
I missed them. Them joints, I ain't even seen those in a while. Them joints is good. I ain't
Yeah,
be like,
I ain't seen him in a minute either.
if I did, oh boy. But the game
The
has changed.
games.
I don't think they even sell free sets no more. I haven't seen any get. Well, I ain't even looking,
I
but
don't know. Ever
still,
since I don't have no kids,
yeah,
I haven't looked at fruit snacks,
they
so I
still
don't
got
know.
applesauce. They still got
I think I
applesauce, which is
yeah, I
good.
think Fruit Loops.
Oh yeah, they always gonna have the Fruit Loops, but they changed the chips though. Yo, there's way too much bag in chips, too much air in the bag of chips now. I don't know what
I
it is.
you barely get any chips in the bag, and the price is going up.
Yo, this tripped me out the other day. I bought Pringles. You would think it would be filled all the way to the top, right, or
It's
almost to the
not.
top. Yo,
Not.
quarter already gone. There's a whole. I'm like, yo, are you serious? They used to fill them joints down into the top at least. Like, what the heck is happening? We having a
Yo,
chip shortage?
y'all want to know how we could get from Back to the Future to food? And I'm not.
Yeah,
I didn't even bring that shit up. He
yo,
did.
yo, because the food, because the prices back then was crazy cheap. No, the prices there was crazy cheap back in the day. And then I think about it because the other day I was looking in the store and like my Pringles, they had a big hole in the Pringles. Why is there a huge gap in the Pringles?
Pringles. Cause people want to be cheap asses,
Why
and they
do
want to get and they want to get people to pay more money for less product.
now, I did see now the Dollar Tree. I seen them bought the $2 of chips, 2 for 1 with the chips. But them joints like the joints like the size of my wallet, the chips bag. Well, a little bit bigger than the wallet, but they're like this size. And I'm like, oh, that's an improvement, but nah. I really got on because the prices back in the day, they was cheap. I saw gas was like $1 and like 60 cents. I was like, dang, how the fuck? How do you do that?
Yo, gas went up here by like 50 cent.
And I don't lie, it went down because it was 425. Now I seen it was 380 or something like that. So it kind of went down a little bit.
It went from 329 to 377.
Damn. Hold on a second.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you busy?
Yeah.
Can you lift up that thing? I keep telling you, letting my air out.
Right.
Don't try. You have to lift it up. It's slanted and it's making noise because it's slanted. You need a brick under there on the outside, like mine is. You see how it's tilted up? When it's tilted down the way you have it, that water's going to drain down in the windowsill and tap the windowsill like your room upstairs. Please fix that or turn it off. Please. Can you close the drawer in there when you keep opening it up? Can you close the drawer in the kitchen?
All right, so Chico was gone for a minute.
Thank you.
We're gonna get back to talking about.
Okay, baby.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, there he is. I don't know if he's coming back now or if it's gonna take a minute.
Oh, those are chips. But yeah, prices is crazy nowadays. If the gas goes down, we'll be good shit. But
That need to go down.
I really need to go down because I see Obey hot sauce. Yes, we have Obey hot sauce. When I got it was $2, and I went into Walmart the other day. The joint was $4. I said, "What? It's $2."
Let's get back to talking about what we're supposed to be talking about.
I know. The price thing irritated me. Hey.
What happened?
No, I was thinking about the chip moment. It kind of just. But, okay. All right. What's next on this one? So Doc shot at Claire Clayton for retiring Doc. The Klan had to retire Doc because without that save, Doc would never fell in love.
Doc should have just let her alone.
He saw he saw that poor woman in peril. That horse was careening off the edge. And he said, I have to save that woman. Marty even tried to stop him, saying, no, no, don't do it. Because he was talking about the butterfly effect. But he didn't care. He said, Lay's in peril. I have to save her. And he did.
Yep, he
Don't blame
did.
him. Don't blame him either. She's not a bad looking lady. Great looking lady.
The
Hmm.
cat wants something, dude.
I don't know what you want, huh? She need a closet for some reason. That ain't my issue.
It is your issue because it's your cat.
That's a her issue. All that. But, yeah, Rashada Claire, man, she got Doctor retired. So with
Okay,
it,
now here's another question.
yeah.
If the parts if the part that in number three, if the part that they need to rebuild Lori,
Hold on. You keep going. Yeah. Try to go in my closet.
it down until wasn't available till 1946. How did he build the train so it was the whole train was able to disappear like the DeLorean or go to the future? And
He did
then
it.
and then Marty said it runs on steam, but that don't make it that the steam won't make it go to the future or back to the past either.
Hmm. Hmm. The power of the train, CJ. Say now, I was thinking. Oh, down now. I think about it. Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
I guess. I'm
kind
trying
of
to think.
the original train come through, and the train tracks is named after Calvin Klein, or I
No,
mean
Clint
Clint,
Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. Remember that?
instead of what they originally was called. So the train comes and destroys the time machine, and then Doc comes with the train from 1885.
I think, cause I think he probably went. I think he probably went to night. Well, I know he went to 1885 and he got some kids with that woman. So I think it was a few years further in the future, and this weird timeline was like 1895 or something like that. So it
But
wouldn't shock me.
the thing is,
Cause he had kids.
he still wouldn't have had the parts that he needed for that train to be a time machine. Yo, that cat.
Come on. I was trying to get my closet, man. She was just chilling. I was trying to get my closet. But not, yeah, I was trying to say something about keep just keep me out and taking on my I was thinking of. But yeah, Marty was no, it was Doc. I think he went a little further into the future so he can get some kids on her. And he said, I'm retired. But Doc went through a major change from getting shot at Libyans to being married to Claire, to a woman that was named after A ravine? Uh-uh. Get out. Oh my God.
Oh shit! I'm on two. I'm on two screens, or I was anyway.
Asshole. I had to close that door. Get in the closet. Hey, what's it back into? All right. Well, Doc, I'm glad Marty didn't get bullied by Neat at the end. Good job. Proud of Marty for that. But Needles should have crashed though. I'm sorry.
Who?
Needles. He should have crashed at the end. I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying he shouldn't, but not into them old people like Marty, like they claim Marty did.
Nah, his car should have flipped or something. Nah, I don't care. He tried to set Marty up.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't care. His car should have done like a
I'm
what was
saying
it,
everybody knew
spin.
about that accident except Marty.
You know what I'm saying? He should have something that happened to Needles where his car flipped like one time. He ain't got to die, but just he could get like one scratch or two. I ain't
I
saying
give him a scratch or two.
yeah, I ain't saying he had a needle up his ass. That's probably how he got the nickname Needles. He put needles in his ass. But nah, but good thing Mari didn't fall for that peer pressure. Yo, that's funny. I'm gonna say that for when we get off the Back to the Future. So I could say this with the final verdict, since we're in the final stretch, that one punch changed the whole McFly family tree.
It did. Well, it
Yeah.
didn't. It didn't change the family tree because they was still all part of the McFly family, but it changed the whole.
The trajectory of their
Yeah,
family line.
the next is the family
Yeah. So
starting with
he
Marty
got,
on 55 and get hit by a car
yeah. If Mari never got hit,
and pushing his dad out the way.
yeah,
Can't be.
yeah, if he was the one that still got hit, he
If
would
George
not.
was got hit, then Marty would be chilling.
Mari would just be watching how his parents um, met
He
in
could
the
have
way that it was.
met and interacted and whatnot, and just met Doc and figured out how to get back to the future. But that's not what happened.
Yeah, a push and a punch are the reason why mm, George had hella bread and flipped everything around. Because I had to think of the origin story, and it was that they met at a dance. Then Mari knew the backstory how they really met, and was like, "Hold up, this is how they met." I feel like Mari wanted to switch it up because he was tired of seeing his dad getting punked by Biff every single day.
Well, yeah, but he didn't know that all this was going to turn into the origin story of how his mom and dad met. He was just trying to push his dad out the way of being hit by the car.
Hmm. Double P's. Two P's got him an extra pod and an extra truck. So you got a new truck out of it. That actually helps. So I think he'll do I think he'll do it all again.
Hi, kitty.
I look right at the camera. I was like, what the heck?
I know, right?
That
He stood right in that muffle.
suit me a little bit. I was right there. I was like, what the heck?
Look again in the camera. There it go.
That's definitely a jump screen, a jump scare. Really gonna be doing all this right here? Come on, Huh? Um, yeah. So Marty, you changed the course of your life, and it's a good thing. Doc did go and save his future son. 'Cause his future son, he was getting bullied by that younger Biff, and good
But see,
God.
all that don't make no sense because how could he come back from 1885 in the made up BS train that doesn't run on steam and say your future isn't written yet when he come but in two they gotta go save his kid Marty's kid.
Hey
I mean,
man,
it's gotta be written some at some point or he wouldn't have had to go save his kid.
oh, he's
And
gonna
Jennifer
have to.
would her younger self or older self.
Oh, well, if his younger self, hmm. I'm surprised they didn't make them as robots. Cause I always kept hearing that the children gonna be robots
Oh,
in the 2015 version. So thank God that ain't happened then. God. They used to have a lot of crazy theories about when you look at past TV shows or movies and how they depict the future, and then once you get to the time of where it really was, what we're living in now, it is so night and week. Cause all the movies and TV shows they had flying cars, hoverboards, freaking microwavable pizza you can heat up in 3 seconds, and we don't have these fancy inventions.
nope.
So all these producers trying to portray a different idea for an inventions, or you just doing this for shits and giggles. So I feel like it's the first. I feel it's the latter. I know,
Well,
right?
at the time where none of this, where the stuff existed, they were trying to portray what they thought might be what the future would look like, or some of what the future would look like.
Mm, mm. Oh, they tried to do with some of those. All right, but they didn't have the direct TV. But oh, they don't even have the slidable doors. There probably is. You probably gotta customize it, but it's not commonplace. You gotta do some like accommodations and stuff. Damn, what they're gonna have.
You're gonna look at the camera again.
No, she really getting cleaning herself up. She been at this for like 5 minutes straight. How do you do this? All
She
right.
was
Well,
when she looked at the camera too. All she did is look up in the camera for like 2 seconds, like that, and then go back to cleaning herself. Right, Chloe? Just like that.
yeah, I don't know how does that part. I think. Uh, Hill Valley, man. I look where it was at. It's basically Burbank, and it made me think: did I go there and I didn't know it? Cause I've been to California before. I've been to LA. I got family out there. And I was not far from the USC campus. But I didn't, and I went to San Diego. I didn't even know San Diego was like right there to LA.
Yeah, San Diego ain't that far. I don't think.
Yeah, I was like 30, half hour south or something like that. I was like, oh. I was surprised they didn't really explore outside of Hill Valley, unless that was the real setting. This was a very gated community. Let's say that without the gates. The heck?
I mean, they didn't have no reason to go outside Hill Valley, and they were and they wasn't there for very long. At least in 1985.
Oh my god! I'll show you this. Let me get to the. We got like 5 minutes. When we get to we get off the topic. It's Back to the Future. Hey yo, we got some funny breaking downs for you, dog. This. Yeah, when we get, I'll show you why I'm laughing at because this is hilarious. Right? So the last one, the last topic before we get out of here is: did Marty have any friends his age? Because I don't think they didn't have friends. All you have is Jenny and Doc. He had nobody in his age range. I just really thought of that. He didn't talk to no teenagers the entire movie, unless it was himself or his parents. So how was he popular? Dun, dun.
He was
How do
barely
you?
in school, so I don't think it mattered to him.
Well, he wanted to rock out and be a rock star, but he ain't no friends to rock out with, except that one band where he was at the beginning, and they got hooked off the stage. Literally, you see it, you get it, hooked.
That's retarded.
Ah, come on, that was a good one. Come on, you gotta give me. Come on. I got so off the screen. Oh, come on. Come on. You gotta give me a
That
little
that
effort.
that that was Brie Bella bad.
Oh, damn. Not Bremo. Oh, damn. I gotta be Bremo. Yo, hearing that when you just randomly you in a zone and then you just hear Bremo, it makes my ears bleed. I'm like, oh my god.
I
That is
know,
the
right?
worst start to a song ever. No, not that. No, there's a couple that's worse. But in WWE land, it's probably top three. Goodness gracious. How come Death Row ain't take that song and change it around?
I don't know.
How?
If Snoop Dogg didn't want it,
Snoop, you better make a couple recommendations, man, because that music is atrocious.
the deal
Especially
double
after
dizzle.
the beat drops. No bueno. Oh yeah. I can't believe they actually did that. I can't believe they actually did that. Yo. Oh my gosh. So that's it for the future. The DeLorean, it got a little bumpy at some points, but we made sure to get some snacks so we can refuel ourselves. That's why we had to talk about food for a little bit.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Makes you think, no, that movie theater. That was a gas station. How the heck the gas station turned to the movie theater?
What you
Because it was a
talking about?
gas station. I was saying it was a gas station. I was saying the gas where the movie theater is at. And the gas station was where the movie theater was at. Oh, they funny. Nah. Nah. Nah, it's wild. Yeah, I will. You're damn right. I'm gonna be like that. All right. You're damn right we're gonna be like that. So
Stop
I
talking on the
got
computer.
I got something that broke my heart this week. PlayStation will not be having physical discs anymore. And that breaks my heart. Cause They say, you know what? We're tired of doing all these this and copying and storaging and purchasing and all that stuff. You're gonna have to digitalize
Did
and
a
have
lot.
payback.
I already got a digital PS5, so I don't care.
I know.
But some
Things
people
change,
like to
man.
have the game or the physical discs. Obviously, some people don't care.
I know. I'm getting called the old man out of my crew of friends because I'm the only one that's wanna don't have a problem with physicals. I don't got a problem with digital either. I just want the disc sometimes. But I don't blame people for saying
And
they
how
don't
old are
want the
you?
disc. I'm 20 now, but
And
like the
why?
thing that the only thing that
Why
the
is your
only thing I
crew
don't like
calling
about
you
physical
old?
disc because they
Because you
don't care
want
about
physical games?
this. Yeah, they don't care about that. They're like, if as long as I got the game, I'll be Gucci. I'm like, damn, y'all want to keep the disc? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But I understand why I don't want to do this with the disc. Cause it used to be plug and play. You used to just be able to plug the joint in and play the game. Now you gotta plug it in and wait for like 4 business days so you can play the some bitch. So I don't blame people for being saying forget the physical disc. So just saying.
Well, and this time PS5 was cheaper. The digital mode was cheaper than getting the system that plays the physical games. That's why people got the digital.
Yeah, no, just for the hood, man. Just wanna have some collections, man. Yeah. Well, but anyway, I got a 2-for-1 card deal with Jordan Hawkins. That was a switch. That was a switcheroo. But I like one card design is all fancy. The other is just all generic.
So now I guess it's time for show and tell.
Yeah. I just thought this was very weird because this came in the basketball pack, and I was like, "How did I get 2 Jordan Hawkins cards?" I've been looking at it. I'm like, "How did I get 2?" They look nice though. He from Maryland, you know what I'm saying? He from like Waldorf or something. I forget where specifically. Yeah. All right. So next one, we gonna kick it with the Bogdanovich, joining Danilo Gallinari in 2021. Bogdanovich became the second player in Hawks history to tally double-digit 3 pointers in the game. He accomplished that feat on December 11th, 2023. He snagged down 10 triples to drop 40 points. I actually remember this game because I had Bogdanovich for a damn rental. Now I was like, let's kick it with a Bogdanovich. And then he went off. I was like, well, damn, I gotta keep you for at least one more game. And then he had like 7 points. So I said, you know what, you're gone. But yeah, he's a veteran, man. Oh shit, let me look at those stats. He played 79 games, shot 42% from the field, splashing 243s, 92% from the line. Averaged 16.9 points a game, 96 steals, 3 boards, 3 assists, and 26 blocks. Hmm. Oh wow. He's got 1,003s. I didn't know that. So yeah, he can
He
get that
shot a
money.
thousand three pointers.
No, he made 1,000. I didn't know he had that
He,
many. It didn't say his
yeah,
percentage, but I guess it's like mid between mid 30s to high 30s, like
mhm,
34 to 37%. They don't show the percentages. They show 3 pointers made, which is 3.4 per.
yeah.
But fucking whatever. All right. interesting enough, I have both number 20s from Detroit football. Barry Sanders. I know I showed Barry, but I got the Hall of Fame card too. This is in the same pack where I
You
had.
can show whatever you want, dude. It don't matter.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, that's like this is nice though. I like this though, but I like the one with C Young too. But it was interesting. I had two of these of Barry and two versions of Barry. It says surrounded by adoring fans, teammates, and coaches in Canton. Sanders flashed back to his first experience playing football as a 9-year-old kid in Wichita, Kansas. In a lot of ways, I think football chose me. He said, when I first came in contact with the game, I had to play. It wasn't that I wanted to play, I had to play. So, the game of football changed his life for the good. FBBS.
Yes.
Oh, oh, first ballot Barry Sanders. Okay, I think what that mean. Yeah, shout out to Barry. Shout out to Barry, man. He only did it 9 years. They should give him a ring if they ever win a Super Bowl. If they get that curse off their shoulders. Okay. Now I got a high draft number one pick. We had one in DC, and I got one in my collection. This one, Markel Fultz. Ugh. Davion going for a layup in this one. Fultz hopped off the bench and went to work. He scored 16 points on 8-8 shooting in 16 minutes in the Detroit win on March 3rd, 2024. He became the eighth player to log in that few minutes, shoot 100% in the 8 attempts. And the only two to do that was Serge Ibaka and Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan came off the bench. This had to be when he was really old or super
I don't
young.
remember coming off no bench.
That's what I was saying. I don't remember that either. You this year for the or 23-24 in the Mavs, he played 43 games, shot 47% from the field, averaged 7.8 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, had 42 steals, and shot 69% from the free throw line. Ugh. And only made 4 3-pointers on this season. He only has 79 in his career. Yeah. On this card, at least.
And what
He
year is
was just
that?
23-24. I know 24-25. And I know damn well
How long has he been playing?
he plays he's 2017. He was in the draft. I know he has to show
Oh,
that
he's been
shit, but
playing for a while, and he only got 79 threes.
yeah.
He still got some time.
Yeah, he's young, but we'll see. He's young, but it's not looking good for Brody. All right. Next one, I got a special card for Trevor Lawrence. When he had long hair. He's running in for the touchdown because he scored. And it says on first and goal during the fourth quarter of Jacksonville's meeting against 10IC in week 5 of 2021, Lawrence lined up in shotgun with an empty backfield. Rookie barked out his cadence, caught the snap, and then took a step as if he were dropping back before sprinting to the end zone for a score. So that's why he was running like this, like, yeah, I got in. I think good job. But Trevor, this was a breakout year for him. He had over 30 touchdown catches. Could he be a potential MVP in the future? Not with Lamar Jackson when around, he won't.
Lamar needed to step it up.
I know. We need to hope this new coach and no hardball in this. We can get out this. We can break out and get ourselves a Super Bowl.
After you got some breaking news.
I'll do one last card and then I'll ship on out. I'll do one special because of your Yankees. Will Warren from your Yankees.
That's my guy. One of them.
Yeah.
He's a dope pitcher.
Okay. Hitters struggle to square up to Will's two fastball variants, which have late moving in opposite directions. When he found 11 Angels batters on July 17, 2025, 10 came via his four-seamer or sinker.
I remember that game. I saw it.
Hmm. Was he on the West Coast or on the East Coast?
I think that game was at Yankee Stadium.
Nice. Okay. Okay, well, where is Hudson Valley? Is that near? I know it's somewhere in New York, right? Hudson Valley.
Yeah, Hudson Valley's
Yeah,
in New
they
York.
got.
It's close to the city.
So I figured. Right, they got Hudson Valley, Somerset. That's in Massachusetts. I feel that way. And
There's
then
also Somerset, New York, I think.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at that. And then Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. That's in
The
PA.
Wilkes-Barre. That's
How the hell
that's what Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, PA. That's their double A team, I think. Double or triple
yeah,
A.
mostly triple. Yeah, triple because they got them in Hudson, then they got Somerset, and then
I never
Scranton,
knew they had no team in
and then
Somerset or in Hudson Valley.
yeah, they
I
got
know
the
they
minor
got.
league and major league stuff. And last year he had 33 games. He went 9-8 in 162 innings. Had 171 strikeouts, 65 walks, and had a 4.44 ERA with a 1.37 WHIP. So yeah,
Really, Cat?
he'll be okay. I guess she ain't like how I read a Yankee. And that's why. Well, that's my first batch collections.
You got a little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, I had a little everything. I had rookies, I had basketball, I had football, I had pitchers, Hall of Famers, shooters. I got it all. Oh, ugh. Oh, you son of a. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is really weird.
All right,
Okay.
so the Brewers game was delayed, and the Red Sox opener was delayed
Man, it's
for
raining
more
all
than
over the place.
24 hours.
Man, it's raining everywhere.
I don't know if it was delayed. How can a game be delayed for more than 24 hours? I think it was delayed because of travel issues, maybe.
Must be a roofing issue. I don't know. Were they in Boston or they in Milwaukee?
No, no. Boston and New York was 24 hours. The Brewers in Pittsburgh is delayed right now. I don't know why that is. Because if they're in Milwaukee, it ain't raining, and if they
Yeah.
did, then they got the roof. I don't know why they delayed. I just got while you was reading off the cards, I just got a notification saying the game was delayed.
Maybe the roof fell, just like the trop. Things happen. It happens, B.
I don't know why. I just know that it's delayed. Hang on, let me get some cards.
Yeah, I don't just for current games, but for past games, come on, B. Which how many packages you got? You got like you told me you had like 15 packages that came.
Man,
You
you
told me that.
lying. Don't lie like that.
Yeah, you told me you had like 15 different card packages that came, and I was like, dang, you getting cards every week? And then I said,
Don't
sheesh.
lie, man. I got two.
215. All right, got you. I got you. I put too much out there. and. Oh, I'll show you. I'm gonna finish message. I'm gonna tell you why I was laughing before we got switched over. So, your boy Tyler Hero, him and Bam out of bio,
Was
they was
throwing
throwing hands.
hands.
They was throwing hands in Vegas, man, and no casinos was around involved. Jesus,
Who won?
I'm gonna say Bam because Bam rolled up to Oh, the hell's like, yo, what's all that stuff you talking about me in the DMs, man? You supposed, man, I'm just kidding the real about what's happening, man. I don't give a damn. And then I bang, he just drunk, and they get the scrap for a few seconds. I was like, damn. Shaq and Kobe even had this kind of beef.
Nope.
That's
And
crazy.
they had way more
Damn,
beef than they did.
right. I'm gonna read the mess because the DMs got leaked. I'm gonna read some of the DMs back and forth when I finish. We ain't need to wait. We ain't need to wait for that shit. Cause I was like, what? The funny thing I found out, my phone died, and I put it on the charger, and the first thing I get the notification when it turned back on was Bam and Tyler Hero were fighting. I was like, what? I just started just laughing because that's hilarious. That's the first thing I see.
Crazy.
Not text, not a call, but Hero and freaking Bam were fighting. Like what? How the stuff is that? Man? Oh man. Um, we need to wait to download. Again, we got in our hands. All right, all right. Let me get to the DMs because DMs is juicy. So what made me laugh was it was Bobby Portis and Bam. You're gonna fake like he about to choke out, bro. Let me put this up. Shit. Oh, man. Yeah, that's wild. All right, let me see. Let me read some of the messages because it was a little juicy. So, I guess Tyler, he was talking about. All right, so it started with Tyler just going off. He said, "Buddy, if I'm healthy, they can't see me. Word to mother. If I'm healthy, I'm the one who needs help. Who did Cleveland prioritize taking away in the playoffs? Who did Boston prioritize taking away when Jimmy got hurt and we was the 8th seed? When I'm healthy, I need help, not the other guy. Word of my kids. Come on now, let's call a spade a spade. What? If an MF making 60 million, but they worry about me and what I do, I keep balling. And then the dude replied back and said, Bama guy, please stop. Ty responds, why are he fans so worried about me and what I do? But I'm not the best player on the team, right? Dude responds, said, Bad do his job. Top 5 defender, 20 and 10. You just score first, Ninja. I need 25 and 10 outs. Outs of you. Out of you. What the heck? Outer.
I need 25 and 10 out of you.
I know what he means, but I know his autocorrect. He be doing it to me too. It just tripped me out too. You should get paid 60 million to be a top tier defender on some nights. I'm just wondering, since we talking. I think it's because he performs on he performers on those playoff runs. I don't know, it was well, well, that got interesting.
So you said
The
that
Hero
leak.
Files. Yeah, well, yeah, it was a little text message she was texting, and yeah,
Now, where did it leak, or how did it get out? And where were they
I
talking
guess
at?
the dude they was talking on Instagram. I guess the dude that was having a conversation with Hero. So you know what? Since y'all in it was some of the KD files, low key, when he was talking about the Rockets teammates in group chats. I think it was the same way too. Instagram. It's all they did was screenshot, and then that's how they get the stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, man. Damn. Wait. Yeah. But no, that, but yeah, but ooh, Bam and Hero. I know Asia Wilson was right there near band. Like, don't get him, baby. Chill, chill, man, chill, chill, man, chill. Don't do it, baby. No, like chill, dummy, chill, like chill, no. But nah, for real, this gonna be all seasons off the chain, man. Got people fighting. Bron's still looking for a home, sorta, because the streets are saying he's come back to Cleveland, but then other streets are saying he could go back to Miami. And then the third avenue, where it has him possibly going to the Knicks or the
Or
Sixers.
yeah, or Philly.
So it is an interesting conundrum.
Yes, it is. That's very strange. Can you imagine him with Embiid and Maxi,
Oh,
or
that's a
him,
lot.
or him and Brunson?
Whew. Man, someone got to go on the bench. Brown don't gotta do much, or either or. All you gotta do is just hustle, man, get a little points, do some effort plays. If I'm Brown, I go with Sixers, man. All you need is a power four, and I'll do all the dirty work. I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to do the dirty work, but you're at this point in your career that you know you don't need to go crazy. You don't need to drop 40 every night or 30. You don't need to go crazy.
No,
You
you
can
could
do
drop
cool with a
20 and
little
10 and be good.
right. You can do a little 15-9. You Gucci. You know what I'm saying? You can still do your thing. You still slash some curry bombs. You still do the FU3. You know what I'm saying? You still do all that. He ain't got to do much. You feel what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just hustle, play some defense, rebound. Casey run the fast break for a highlight dunk. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta do much. So I'll go Philly. Let all the youth score while your old ass get you some energy and get you some strength. That's all. That's all Brian need to do. He don't need to do much. Come on, we got runners on third and second. Tyler here reportedly walked up the band and said Kobe's 81 was better. And that's what started the fight. Yo.
You said what?
Hey, Nah, that's a fake page that said NBA said tell. He said Tyler Hill reportedly walked in the band and said Kobe's 81 was better. Before
Better
his
than
man
what?
swung at him, causing him to fall. Oh man. Oh man.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's feel it. All right.
All right, for the first
Nice.
card, we got James Worthy.
Big game James. Complete game James. Why they always had that for James? It's big game or complete game James. Something
This
like that.
is a
Why do they do that?
93 Stadium Club. Obviously, he's with. Um, damn, he was tall. This dude was 6'9".
Yes. So, yeah,
Let's see.
do you think he is worthy of being in the Hall of Fame? See how I did
Who,
that.
James?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw what you did. It was corny.
Ha 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 ha. Uh-huh.
Let's see. At this point, he played 64 games.
Mm.
Knock it off, cat.
I hate that. I hate when you got light on and moth covers in your damn room and they all attracted to the light and stuff.
Yeah.
I hate that crap. Yeah, don't come over here, you son. You don't get flack to freaking Kansas. Yeah, I said it. Kansas. Yeah, that's why he's staying over there.
His average was 39 points. He had 1,000 attempts. He made. My next card is. This is a flashback, apparently. Uh, Akeem Olajuwon.
Damn. I hit him with that lateral
Hello.
movement. I hit him with that lateral movement. Was he sending something? He's sending something, right? I don't
Game
know.
5, Rockets versus the Clippers, Western Conference Final,
Wait.
1993 NBA playoffs.
Whoa. You said Clippers?
Yeah. Rockets Clippers, Game 5, Western Conference quarter.
Oh. How about to say, that seemed like they always told me the Clippers never made the conference finals until 2021. Somebody lied. Somebody lied. Yeah, yeah, they kept telling us that all the time. Like
No,
the
this is
Clippers.
Game 5, Rockets versus Clippers, Western Conference quarterfinals.
Oh, that's cool. I thought he said seven. I thought he said finals. Like what?
No.
What he do that? What did King do that game? Yeah, I know he had like a crazy ass stat line.
May 8th, 1993.
I know he went crazy. He had like 35 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists,
It said they called him
five
the clean.
blocks, 3 steals. I know he did some crazy line like that. What he do that day?
They just have a bunch of writing on the back. They don't got his stats, bro.
Wait, what day? May what day again? Hold up. I got stat mute. I'm gonna look it up. So I won't be carrying
May 8th,
myself.
1993.
May 8th,
1993
19.
NBA playoff performance.
Hakeem a lot. I'm just looking at Hakeem a large one. Gotta be like you. Dang. Yeah, 31 points, 21 rebounds, 7 blocks, 3 steals, and 3 assists. Oh, I had 30 right, and I had the steals right. Hey, I had the steals right.
And
Dang.
here's a
Only 4.
91 flashback. Dikembe
He had
Mutombo.
9 offense. No, no, no. Not today. Yeah, he could have been a perfect cookie monster if they didn't have the cookie monster.
Flashback
Oh, unless that
card
was him
number
the entire
4 of
time.
4.
If it was him the entire time, that is insanely impressive.
It said at the 91 draft, the Denver Nuggets desperately needed defensive help inside with the fourth overall pick. The Nuggets chose Georgetown's Dikembe Mutombo.
Damn.
I knew Mutombo really well because I used to watch college basketball a lot, and
Oh yeah.
I'm from Central New York, and Georgetown used to play Syracuse all the time,
Mm.
and we used to go back and forth with Syracuse and Georgetown winning games in basketball and football and everything else. So I knew Dikembe fairly well.
I know that
Uh,
dome is humongous.
Mutombo was clearly the best big man in the draft, and despite his unpolished offensive skills, was viewed as a potential superstar. He was named Big East Defensive Player of the Year as a senior while leading Georgetown in scoring and and field goal percentage.
Oh.
He is the Hoyas' all-time leader in per field goal percentage with a remarkable 64.4%. It didn't take long for Dikembe Mutombo to establish himself among the NBA elite. He finished the year leading Denver in field goal percentage, rebounding, blocks, and minutes played per game.
Hmm. Very impressive, the Kame. Rest in peace, bro. I hit it with the lateral movement. I hit him with the lateral movement. Funny, I had the figure wave when you did mid block sequence. I always look at that sequence. I'm like, dang. Oh man.
All right.
Um,
Oh, I already had him once. I'll put him back and get somebody else.
a sip of hot tea. Mm. Okay, fellas. Oh wow. The home run derby is set.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, that is on Netflix now. That threw me off. What the heck?
What?
The home run derby. It's on
It's also
Netflix.
on TV because I got it recording. All that
Wait,
baseball stuff's on TV. It's not just on Netflix. This is a Larry Johnson.
nah, this said for the first time ever, the event will not be broadcast on ESPN, but will stream live on Netflix.
They
Oh,
full of
Larry
shit.
Johnson.
It's recording on TV because I recorded it the other day. So
Grandma.
unless they changed it,
Nah, I looked this on the Googles. And this is what happened when I searched it up on the Googles. Gave me extra information saying it's in Philly. And for the first time ever, the event will not be broadcast on ESPN, but stream live on Netflix
you said
instead.
Espen. Here's a Larry
Yeah.
Johnson. Stop
That's pretty
looking
good.
shit up while we're trying to have a show.
I know. I heard. I said, "Grandma, Laura." I always think about that grandma commercial with Larry Johnson. Every time I see that, every time I see him, we're missing guys like him, yo. We're missing undersized power forwards that will just jam
This is
on.
a '93 Stadium Club.
That's what we missing, yo. We're missing our Larry Johnsons. We're missing our Serge Ibaka's. Oh, he was on the side, but still. We're missing Quincy Aces. We're missing Charles Barkley's. We're losing recipes, man. You know what I'm saying? Where can I get
He
a Chuck
had
Hayes at? You know? Uh, uh, uh. Where's the Jason Max Seals at? Let me get a Jason Max Seal. You know what I'm saying?
he played all 62 games. He averaged 37.2 minutes per game.
Okay.
He made 616 field goals. He had 1,258 attempts.
Sounds like over 50%.
Wow, that's not very many that he made.
I see it. It say sounds. Probably did.
56 made 56 3-pointers made. 22 attempts. That doesn't make sense.
But he shot 22 threes or he made 22 threes.
It says he made in that year he attempted 22 3-pointers.
Oh. Man, we need some Taj Gibson, man. Forget all that. That's the top. We're missing power forwards that were just power
He had
forwards.
300 he had 323 rebounds offensive and
Hmm.
578 defensive rebounds.
He's a defensive rounding specialist.
And last but not least, I had to show a Yankee, Donnie Baseball.
You always gotta show Don Mattingly every chance you can get. Cause you probably
Not
got like 800K. At least
no,
800 pairs of those.
no.
200.
Donnie
One
Baseball is one of the only first basemen that belong in the Hall of Fame that's not there.
There's like two more I can think of.
Who?
But you can. One you
Who?
will like and one you do like and one you don't like.
Who?
Carlos Delgado and Barry.
Barry
Sorry,
Bonds? Cheaters don't belong anywhere, dude.
they don't have no evidence, man.
Fuck cheaters. Cheaters have no place in anywhere whatsoever. I had this conversation earlier. Somebody asked on Facebook in the MLB throwback group that I'm in, does Barry Bonds deserve, or is Barry Bonds the GOAT? And I said no. Everybody damn near said no. Because he's a cheater. Cheaters or Reuters or juicers don't belong in the Hall of Fame. And he's not the GOAT.
It's Hank Aaron, right?
Hank Aaron did it. Hank Aaron got 755 homers without no steroids. Beat that. Biznitch. Barry Bonds, if you want to go there, we could go there. Barry had very good numbers before he did roids. Roger Clemens, dumbass, lied to Congress. Oh, I sat on a needle. Let's not go there. Look at that, I sat on a needle.
That's
Sorry, I
what you
slipped.
laugh every time I see it. That
I
was
was
in
on the
delay.
floor when I heard that. I was on the floor when I heard that.
Yo, when I first heard that, I was like, I think I was like 10 when I heard that. And I was like, what? I just was laughing because I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, I'm 10. That doesn't even make sense. Yo, they really had him in the Barry and
Yo,
called him on
think about this
trial.
for a minute. You sit in the chair or on a bench. Somebody gonna have to sit a
Yeah.
needle and place a needle and hold it still for you to sit on that MFR.
Yeah, they had to have that thing press up on the freaking chair back. Cause
For
bro,
real. And
bro,
then if it was all the way extended, then you had to have the needle pushed down to get the medicine out the damn thing. Whatever it was. You know he's lying.
Chad, you're about to get your wish with Cody and CM Punk. They're gonna fight at the Summerfest. And you know they're Saturday WrestleMania niggas. Or Saturday SummerSlam niggas.
Yeah, well, first of all, this
Cause you
match is
know
3 years old. They should have done this 3 years ago. It was a
Yo,
moneymaker
Chad, they
3 years
listen,
ago.
yo. Yo, Chad, they listen to you, dog. They listen to us, yo.
It
They listen
should
to
it
us because
should
you was
it
the only
should
one
happen at
that can
WrestleFest.
say it. Said it. You the only
It
one
should
that can
happen
say
at
it's
WrestleFest,
official.
and it should have been for a title.
Well, it's just happening for a title, but just the Summerfest. Just it's a different fest. uh,
So how
hey
so
man.
how so I'm guessing SmackDown's on now.
Yep.
So
And
how did it get to be Cody and Punk at 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 Summerfest for the title, and Sammy don't even get a rematch?
you want a demonstration?
No. Oh,
I
speaking of Sammy,
respect you, CM Punk.
that dude's about to
Cody, I want to fight
who's
you
about
at
to join the
SummerSlam.
bloodline.
I accept your challenge, CM Punk, and I'll see you at SummerSlam.
Really?
Basically. Basically like that, in a way. Yeah, it was basically like that. I know they were saying more words than that, but yeah. So basically, and they shook hands and stared each other lovely into each other's eyes. While
See,
the
they're
crowd
doing
was
this all
saying,
wrong.
just kiss already. Just kiss.
Should have ruined
That's
that.
how they do it. Right. Get a room. Get a room. That's gonna be the chant. Get a room. Get a room. Get a room. As far as that never happened before. But nah. Well, we getting to Saturday WrestleMania. Saturday SummerSlam. Well, I guess we can talk more about
I
footballs,
mean,
man.
there's no
Cause
need to talk
footballs.
about. We don't need to talk about wrestling because we're doing that tomorrow.
I know. I just saw it. I just know how it went. You got your cat's tail in your
I was
neck.
caught up on SmackDown until last week. I'm the only
You ain't
2 weeks
watched the
behind
last
now
week.
instead of 6.
Hmm. Well, luckily, this is if my math is correct, it's probably your last 3 hours SmackDown you gotta watch until because now back to 2 hours. Thank God. I can
Somebody
skim
told
through in 45 minutes max.
somebody told me that Raw was
Cause
going to 3 hours.
they still at 2.5. They still at and they be barely going over 2.5 hours. That's crazy. Bro.
I know.
You would think they would have gone a little more, but
I'm
they're
saying
like, nah,
Raw has been at
nah.
Raw been at 3 hours, but they barely been going over 2.5 since it's been on Netflix.
That's why the show was kind of ass. But we thought it was gonna get some extreme risque stuff, but it is doing eh, same old, same old.
I know ESPN and Netflix is not happy with WWE content. Really, dude? Get off. Get down.
I'm just glad that ESPN is helping out WWE. I never thought I'd say that before by telling them put more matches on the card. That's all you gotta do, man. That's
Yeah, but it's not gonna last long.
mm. Oh, with the money they giving them, that joint better last long. They giving them damn near $1 billion, whatever. I forgot the financials all the way. I know it's over $1 million. I can tell you that. So you
Of
better
course they
they
paid
better
that.
put keep the pressure on them. A couple of haters.
Oh
Yes,
God, I don't
definitely.
want them to come back either.
Yeah, I've been here. We've been hearing a lot of weird rumors, man.
Well, yeah, because Big Cass let his contract run out, and him and Enzo are supposed to show up. I just don't know when or where. Like, I don't know if they're showing up at NXT or I don't know if they're showing up on the main roster.
Well, who would have thought they'd be freaking back
Especially the way,
together?
exactly. Especially the way that Enzo was showed the door.
Both of them was showing the door in crazy ways. Cause I remember Big Cass, he beat up a little dude in my
Yeah,
city, and he got
he
fired
did.
after that.
Big Cass fucked up some little dude on live TV. And he went off
Yeah,
script.
yo, I was in the audience for that. I was in the audience for that one.
That's
Yo, he really
crazy.
beat the hell out that. Yeah, he beat the hell out that bull man. I said, "Damn, why you doing like that?" Yo, he beat him a bad. We felt bad, man. I'm like, "Damn, what did he do? What did he do?" But, damn,
I was like, damn, he beat that boy like he stole money from him.
he being like he stole a pack of cards when they said try and faked his ass out with a trick. Of course, you're gonna lie out. And then Enzo, he got fired because I think he ain't told them about a situation he was in, and they was like,
Well, he got
"Hey, tell me
fired.
about this situation. You're fired."
There were multiple reasons why he got fired, but that was one of the reasons why
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
know.
tell him about a situation, and then a double went and whined about him being the cruiserweight champion for so long. Austin Aries, who's now in
I was
MLW.
thinking double A. I don't know why I thought Arn Anderson for a second. I'm like double A.
There's a
Not double
double
A.
and double A. People get them mixed up all the damn time.
A double. Ew. A double. Oh, who said that?
They're both A
Double A,
double,
A triple B.
double J.
Give me a triple. Jeff Jarrett. JE double F JA double R E double
E
T.
double T. That's Jeff
I always
Jarrett.
play him in. I don't know why. I always play him in 2K and the old SmackDown Raw because he had pants on. Same with
Which
Chris Jericho.
which one?
I think 07. That one.
I don't
Yep.
play any of them.
Oh wow.
One of my
He always
one of
had
my
pants.
favorite ones is 11 or 12. The season one where they have WCW scenes where they're playing somebody a character from W a character and part of the season is wrestling guys from WCW.
Hmm.
I think it's 12, but don't quote me. I'll ask my nephew because he knows. He at work right now
Yeah,
though. I think it's
sound like an
12.
arrow. Cause I remember they was hyping about it a little bit before I got out of it. I remember them hyping up a big 2K. That might have been that one.
And
So
the final match in the season is a big ass cage match, like a hell in a it looked like a hell in a cell match where your character get left all by itself or some shit.
Hell in a cell. Well, but they better get that. What's one stipulation? That's probably the one I'm gonna need to batten down the hatches for.
I'm
Hell in a
sorry,
cell.
but but the one stipulation for Brock and Oba for Summerfest is whack. They should have made this match special for Brock's last
Should have
match.
been.
If this is truly Brock's last match for everything Big Dude has done in both here, in both wrestling and UFC, especially since they're both together now, they should have done something special for that dude. I don't care if he worked one match a year like Undertaker did.
Lions Den match. Get that it worked out between the two bulls, because I was thinking the Sunfest '98 with Shamrock and was it Steve Blackman? I was thinking about that.
Are you sure it
Lions
was Black?
Den, like let them have a big cage. Hmm.
Are you sure it was Blackman?
You know what?
The Lions Den
I
match? Are you sure
think,
it was
yeah, I think so.
somebody else? Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, Owen Hart, Owen Hart, Owen Hart,
Oh, that's
Owen
what I
Hart.
thought.
There you go. I was like, I like that. You know, I know it was somebody Canadian.
It was Owen.
It was somebody Northern.
It was Owen.
But there you go. It was on. Watch Blackman is not Canadian. But either way, they could have done that. You know, huh, it's Northern. Do a little
Uh, They
creative. But
they could
make it a lot bigger because they're bigger bulls. But
they could have done something really big and really special for that match. You know what I'm saying? It would have been big and special for Brock, and then it would have been even bigger for for Oba because he would have won in a bigger atmosphere type thing.
hmm,
You
they
know,
still got a
I,
chance to make it a barbed wire.
I mean,
They can add the barbed wire on that thing.
barbed wire C4 type shit like Foley and Funk did back in the day, or you don't want to do no crazy ass FMW shit,
Yeah, we don't need
exploding
no spawn death
fire
wire.
type
That's
thing.
nasty.
But I'm pretty sure that somebody could have, if you're supposed to be a creative mind and whatnot, I'm pretty sure that somebody could have came up with something better than a Hell in a Cell. I mean, I probably could have came up with something more special than a Hell in a Cell if asked. But I
Oh,
mean, Triple H or whoever's the
Allen
creative
Iverson,
director, or Allen Iverson,
not the legend.
not the
Not the
legend,
legend.
not the
Not the legend.
legend.
There you go. Like,
They
got
came up with
run it.
it. That's who the creative is now. Allen Iverson, not the
Yeah.
legend. Basketball.
Yeah, he just I can't believe it took over, man. And it's the irony thing is he was never a passer. Well, not known for passing. I mean,
Oh, he
and now
wasn't.
he's passing the knowledge. he's passing the knowledge in different ways
Yeah,
where I didn't think it need to be passed to.
yeah,
That's very crazy.
yeah. It is.
So it's a when oh okay. All right. Well, so I got a few minutes left until we over.
Let for the last 5 minutes. Let's jump into this LeBron thing right quick.
Mm,
Already
mentioned
covered
a little
that.
bit of it earlier.
All right. So then
Hmm.
let's talk a little more sports then. That's not wrestling.
All right.
Um, Recently, the
Yo,
Yankees
I'm
just
so glad the Wizards
what
drafted
hap-
AJ DeBanster. So
what
I'm
happened?
so glad we have, I'm so glad DC drafted AJ DeBanster. That was number one pick. So glad that's happened.
Who was that
Cause
dude?
I
That's
heard a
number
rumor before the
was
draft is
number.
gonna go down.
I
Yeah,
seen it.
AJ DeBanster. Yeah,
Was that that was
he was a BYU scorer. Nah, he a small forward. He just
who that dude that was number
six
two
nine.
that said in the press conference that he wished he was number one. I didn't catch
Oh,
his name.
Darren Peterson. Darren
Where
Peterson.
where,
He was
where he
cool.
at?
Yeah,
What school he went to? What school he went to?
he went to he went to Kansas. So they
He,
brought the Big 12
I'm
rivalry
guessing he's
to
good, right?
Glacier. Yeah, he's good. He's a really good shooter. I would say he kind of reminds me of a little bit of Young Ray because I saw a little Young Ray. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Young Ray, but without. I need to see a little more, but he's good. He's a good shooter. Answer like he a 3-level scorer or 2 level. He's gonna be a 3-level scorer. I hate that term. They use that term. And but the rumor I did hear before we drafted AJ was that we was going to trade the number one pick to Utah for the number 2 pick in Ace Bailey. So I'm glad I'm so glad that trade never worked out because that wouldn't make no
Yo,
damn sense.
not that you could do anything, but your audio ain't matching up, dude. Your
Uh,
audio and video ain't matching up. Every
that's
time you open your mouth, the audio come out before your mouth opens up to say the words.
that's some trippy stuff right there.
I know I'm bugged out when I see it.
That's some trippy stuff right there. That
Man,
happened
I
like
don't need to
that.
be high.
But
I
yeah,
don't need to be high. All I got to do is watch you do that. That trips me out. Man, the hell
but
with
you was
listening to
right.
Afro, man. I don't need to.
But
I don't need to be because I was high.
yeah, he making returns. I be seeing YG a lot. He be going through stuff, and I think they in Cali, so and people be messing with him, or he be getting this, or he getting this or something. But yeah, the moves that made this all season, it's been a really interesting all season. Every all season been interesting as I don't know what dramatic. Ever since 2016, I think every
For
all season
what?
since then has been so dramatic.
For basketball or
Yeah,
for
for the
everybody?
NBA, for NBA basketball, because
For real?
I would have never thought Ja Morant would have got traded. I would never
Me
thought
either.
about. I would never thought Ja would got traded,
I
and
would have never
he
thought
ain't no
LeBron.
picks for him.
I would have never thought LeBron would leave the Lakers, dude.
I did, but I
And
thought he
now
would
D'Lo
retire as a
froze.
Laker low key, or he would sign a one day. He would sign a one day. Oh,
Yeah, to
speaking of
retire quickly.
retirements, yeah, he'll take 1 day retirement and retire quick. I thought that most. I want him to hit in Cleveland so that he can go off and relax. Because I'm like, that's the only place where I could see him generally ending it in Cleveland. That's where I
I
started
mean, that's the only
watching.
place that makes sense. Now your audio's all
Right.
messed up.
So
and you
hey, it's
freeze
gonna be
off and
dope, man.
on, man. Are you supposed to be getting a storm?
But
Cause
for real,
your internet's all messed up now.
it's supposed to rain around this time, but it ain't rain nothing. It's supposed to, nah, because they said we're gonna be scattered showers. I ain't see no showers scattering. This guy be the last hurrah, and I hear he's got a camera crew, so he's probably gonna have some
He's
final
probably gonna
last
do
dance
like
documentary type
he
of shit.
he's probably gonna do a last dance type thing like Jordan did. And just because he
Yeah,
thinks he's the GOAT, he's gonna be a dick and do more parts than Jordan had.
and he gets cupcakes because the last time he
Yo,
came
man, can't nobody
was a
hear you. You
bakery in
you keep
Cleveland
breaking
that,
up, dude. We should go because you keep breaking up
and he got
and you're
and
freezing.
cup
All right,
and
we're
he got
gonna go.
cupcakes.
We're about a minute over, and D'Lo's screwing up. His internet's screwing up. So we're gonna be around tomorrow. As far as I know, same time as normal, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 Central. I think it's just me and him. I don't know. Um, I guess we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? So for D'Lo,
Yeah, we'll find out.
so we want to say thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Wrestling Fans Speak Out, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, Great Scott Sports Cards, um, 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 my taste in music sucks. Mine doesn't, but everybody else does. Um,
Mine don't either.
we thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with some wrestling talk. And if you watch this show and you watch Roundtable, make sure y'all get your addresses in. Damn it! If you want your prizes for the trivia for D'Lo,
Surprise, mother.
I'm Chad Big Ton. Thank you for watching. We will be back tomorrow with Roundtable Wrestling. It's a wrap. We out. Peace.
Be well, stay safe. Wait for the next dance.
And D'Lo
But
gonna try and talk. You may or may not be able to hear him.
boom. I just said my goodbyes. It'll be okay.
Peace.
All right, it's
Now everything's
all right.
gonna work. Watch.
Is it? I'm about to say, come on, like it's still going.